Hi, my name's Halle, and on November 7th was the first day that I attended the Friday night service at Hope Chapel. Clayton Arnett, he came to Hiinamalka and he somehow convinced me to go, and I've been coming here ever since. I really thought my purpose here was to be an addict and to just die. I thought that was the way I had to live, was just by doing drugs. But for some reason, God had other plans for me, even though I didn't know it yet. And since then, I've been in and out of the institutions and halfway houses. I was a complete mess. I was broken and nobody knew how to save me. And I didn't want to save myself. I used to come back and forth from Seattle and bring substances over to sell. That was part of my survival technique. And one night it didn't work out very well, and I overdosed and I ended up in Cahpel Medical Center, and I was in there for 20 days. I was put on the 3rd floor after I was stabilized. I ended up getting kicked out of Cahpel because I brought heroin in there, because I thought that was the way I had to live, was just by doing drugs. And when I got kicked out of Cahpel, I went to another institution and followed by Hiinamalka. So Hiinamalka was the starting point into finding my faith in who I was. If it wasn't for Hiinamalka and Clayton being able to come into Hiinamalka to find clients like me that needed to find something to fill up their emptiness, I would have never made it to church, and I would have never gotten to know Jesus. And on December 24th, Christmas Eve, the service at night was the night that I asked Jesus to come into my life and to save me. My purpose in life, I know now, is not to be an addict. It's not to shoot up drugs, and I don't have to go back to that ever again. I found like my spiritual awakening one day. It was just a random day, and I was so excited. I ran to my sponsor and I told her what I had discovered about my life, and that my life is to be a better Christian, and to be a Christian and to love Jesus. And hopefully one day I can help other people get to know Jesus like I've gotten to know him. I am going back home to Seattle, and I get to be reconnected with my daughter, who I gave up for adoption when she was 2 years old. I'm working on becoming a mommy again, and to be a friend, and to be a daughter, and to be a sister, and to be just somebody that loves Jesus. And hopefully when I'm strong enough, I can spread the word to my friends that are still in the disease out there. So I just want to thank Hope Chapel and Pastor Carl and his family and the ministry team and the worship team and everybody in Hope Chapel for loving me until I could love myself and getting me involved. And I love going to the alpha groups and to worship and praise and getting involved in this church. I really am praying that God will help me find a church like Hope Chapel in Seattle, and that I can be able to belong and continue my journey with God.
Thank you for saving